The JC Runyon Foundation has helped me to live my next chapter, not only through their financial support, but through providing me a space to continue to make meaning of my trauma and my mental illnesses.
The JC Runyon Foundation is helping me a lot to pursue this next chapter of my life.
The JC Runyon Foundation and getting this generous scholarship has really made the difference in being able to commit to finishing my degree.
JC Runyon is helping me live my next chapter by, I'd say, relieving stress for affording school, and also the fact that an organization would recognize academic achievement in light of mental illness, I think realizes and validifies the seriousness of mental illness.
When I found out that I got the scholarship, it felt so good to know that there were still people who trusted me.
My name is Amy, and I am a student at the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire.
I'm Corinne Hines. I am 18 years old and currently studying business management and leadership at Portland State University.
Hi, my name's Katie. I'm 30 years old.
Hello there, my name is Lewis Rawlinson, and I currently attend Roosevelt University at the Chicago College of the Performing Arts. I am a Bachelor of Musical Arts major, which is an interdisciplinary degree in which I study both cello performance and arts administration.
Hi everyone, my name's Nicholas, but everyone calls me Nick. I'm a freshman at the University of Florida. I'm studying math and computer science.
Hi, my name is Sarah Porter. I'm a student at Utah State University in Logan, Utah, and I am an international studies major with an emphasis in international security.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Pomales, and I'm a senior at UC Davis.
I started training pre-professionally in classical ballet when I was 9 years old, and my lifelong dream was to become a professional ballet dancer. I eventually would achieve this goal 8 years later, but not without several obstacles along the way that almost prevented me from ever dancing again.
I have been bullied my whole life to a very severe extent, and I have developed clinical depression and anxiety.
I was diagnosed with major depression around the age of 12.
After dealing with a series of difficult situations, I experienced my first manic episode, which had symptoms of psychosis and ended in a hospitalization.
So I've had anxiety all my life, since I can remember really anything.
This isn't just my story. This story belongs to a lot of people. And I'm going to try really hard not to cry.
But before I came to UC Davis, I attended UC Berkeley. And after my freshman year, I had to leave because of stress, anxiety, and depression.
From the ages of 9 to 13, I was training under a ballet teacher who would often use methods of abuse in order to scare you into improving. My self-esteem plummeted, and I eventually developed what would be later diagnosed as PTSD, severe depression, and severe anxiety. I entered into my sophomore year of high school severely depressed and was eventually sent to a residential treatment center that was dialectical behavior therapy based.
These past, 8 years of my life have been a big struggle. Just getting myself motivated to even just get out of bed in the morning and to keep going.
My life plans were to go to college, graduate with a RN degree after 4 years, become a pediatric nurse. I had everything planned out. I learned really quickly that life doesn't always go as planned, and my first semester at Brigham Young University, I actually ended up in the psych hospital for the first time and had to drop out of college.
I returned to school just under 2 months later in an attempt to start the new semester and found my studies extremely difficult without a firm diagnosis and no education and tools on how to deal with what I was going through.
6th grade, I started pacing, stuff like that. That was because I was diagnosed with OCD, so pacing was my compulsion. Junior year, I was hospitalized. They diagnosed me with OCD, and I got on ineffective medication.
The first few years, I would have periods where things just kind of felt really dark and bleak. Those usually only lasted like 2 or 3 days, not a big deal. And then I'd kind of shake them off and go maybe another month, 6 weeks before I'd have one again. I didn't really think that much about them. Just had a few days where I felt like nothing was important and felt kind of dark and angry at the world, but like I said, they'd go away after a few days, so like no big deal, right? But those periods of time where things felt dark started getting longer, getting up to like a week, and the time between them started getting shorter and shorter. And it came to a point where the combination of those two things, with them getting longer and closer together, all of a sudden it just merged into one giant period of darkness and hopelessness and anger and so many negative emotions.
Although I went into residential treatment kicking and screaming, I am so grateful for the program for giving me the tools to see myself as worthy and to create a life that was worth living for myself. I have been loving being able to experience college, learning so much more about the field of psychology, and I am feeling the happiest and the healthiest that I have ever felt.
Something that, kind of brought a light into this dark tunnel that was my life at the moment was giving back, was giving other people a reason to keep pushing forward and to keep going and to, do everything they can to fight to make it to the next day. And it just became this circle of giving back and giving acts of kindness.
And I really am grateful for the support of my family who helped me decide to go back to school in 2013. And I'm so excited to say that in 4 days, on April 25th, I will be pinned as an RN, and I'm just super excited. I honestly, excuse me, I honestly didn't think I would live to be this long, let alone become a nurse and fulfill my dream.
Over the next few months and year, it was an extremely difficult time being back home after stopping my schooling, returning back to a small town where I felt that so many people had such high expectations of what I would accomplish as a musician, and it was only through the help of an incredible team of health professionals and a loving, supporting family that I was able to get back and discover who I was again and move forward.
Most importantly, were my friends and family and church leaders who talked to me and helped me see. Sorry, I wasn't gonna cry.
I do a lot better now. I don't really pace anymore. No, I don't pace anymore. Anxiety, I still get anxiety, but we all get anxiety, and sometimes it's unavoidable.
I didn't need to be limited. That I could go back to school, that I could do what I wanted, that I was strong and I could fight it, and I didn't need to give up my dreams to this illness, this horrible thing. And I started to really believe that. Started to have hope again.
Thankfully, I was able to go home, or was able to connect with my family and with a psychiatrist who was able to prescribe me medication. It was after getting medication that I really was able to start living my best life again and work towards my long-term goals.
After graduation, I hope to attend graduate school somewhere on the East Coast to obtain my doctorate in psychology. I hope to be a pioneer in providing resources for dancers with mental illnesses, and just for being able to raise awareness for the fact that mental health is something that is very prevalent in the dance community and needs to be talked about.
After graduation, I plan to continue my work with Warm Winters. I want to put more time into leading youth and teaching youth how to give back and provide leadership training for them, to teach them how to start their own movements or how to really become a leader to inspire other people to do the same.
I have 2 different sets of goals for my life after graduation. The first centers around my performance career. As a cellist, an actor, and a singer, my goal is to constantly seek out and cultivate performance opportunities that utilize my entire skill set. My second set of goals lies in the field of arts administration and nonprofit management. My goal is to be a positive influence and advocate for organizations that are keeping arts education a priority for the youth of our country.
I'm gonna graduate. We know that. I'm gonna work, I'm gonna get there, and oh boy, that's gonna be a good day. That is gonna be a good day.
I'm gonna go work in finance for probably 2 or 3 years, just rack up some relevant experience. And then after that, I will go to grad school. After graduate school, my end goal, my ultimate goal, I guess, from career-wise, would be to work in a hedge fund as a quantitative trader.
After graduation, career-wise, I'm taking a intelligence analysis class, and I'm loving it. So it'd be really cool to work for the CIA.
I'm really excited for the next few years because I want to get my master's degree in communications and hopefully become a communication director one day at a health-related nonprofit. I just want to say thank you to this foundation, and I want to say congratulations to the recipients.